Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
What time is it? What time? Oh, it's upside down. You can't see it. It's a Game Boy watch. Cause what time is it? What time? It's time to watch Star Trek. The Deep Space Nine, that is. Of that variety. So, I know this has been a bit behind and all that. We're working at 2 episodes, in this case, the episode Babel and Captain Pursuit. If it looks funny, I was scratching my leg because it was itching. So, yeah, let's talk about the first episode, which is the episode Babel. And what actually happened in this episode? A biological weapon causes the population of Deep Space Nine to have difficulty communicating. And in this way, I don't mean communicating as in, like, say, Breaker 1, can you hear me? No, I mean, basically, they just start speaking in, like, riddles or just, you know, like, go forward, go more equals less destination, something like that, you know, like, yeah. And in a way, basically, in a way, can be considered the disease is contagious. So basically, the episode is about, like, say, crew members and how they deal with it, and, like, say, how it's, you know, like, you know, how they, you know, succumb to it and all that. O'Brien is the first one that ends up succumbing to it, and end the episode, Major Kara, she basically goes to the doctor and says, like, say, hey, you weren't involved in that, you didn't, you know, help make it, but you knew the person that helped make it, so we're taking you back, and you're helping us with this now. So, I gotta say, like, one of the characters I've started to think I kind of really like in the show is I like the character of Quark, in that he has to help Odo, who are kind of like, say, 2, you know, characters that are basically butt heads, and in a way he is basically saying, like, say, you know, okay, fine, I'll help, but you gotta help make sure my places are A-okay.
You know, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
And yeah, I kind of like how, like, all the characters, like, you know, interact with each other in this episode, whether it was Cisco trying to make sure Jake was okay, and I kind of like the fact that, you know, every so often it was, you know, we had, like, moments with O'Brien. I kind of like O'Brien. I kind of like to see more of him where he is just, like, the daily things he has to do in life.
Good to have you back, Chief.
Thank you, sir.
Coffee, Black. O'Brien!
Working on the station. But let's go ahead and look at the next episode, which the next episode is Captain Pursuit. What happened in this episode? Well, I'm glad you asked. What happened in this episode is a creature called a Tusk arrives on the station from the Gamma Quadrant and befriends Miles O'Brien, who tries to help him escape the Hunter, who has pursued him through the wormhole. And I gotta say, at first, when you're watching this episode, you kind of get the idea that Tusk is basically like a influenced criminal, and the fact, you know, he's trying to, you know, go to the weapons base and all that to try to feel like, say, maybe if I grab this, grab that, and that, maybe this will help. And that, he seems kind of, trying to just get, like, everything he needs to keep himself safe and all that. Because he's, from a different universe or galaxy, and he is just, trying to feel like, say, I don't understand this. I don't know what humans are. Oh, you are my friend, O'Brien. It's kind of like a fish out of water kind of story, and the fact, everyone is, like trying to, at first they're unsure about Tosk, but as soon as the hunters get there and they go, we are looking for him, and they go, oh, no, you are not, good sir.
Oh, try me, bitch.
And they basically just they know basically this. O'Brien goes, I'm gonna get my friend out there. Well, it's not like they had gone on a long adventure together, but it was more like, say, hey, like a friendship where they say, hey, we are two different individuals, they're trying to, I don't know how to explain, say, like when you have a friend and then you're just trying to explain to say, hey, this is where I work, and then you're just say, oh, well, this is intriguing. So I gotta say that at the same time, the episode was pretty good. I thought the makeup for Tosk was pretty good. It made me think, I wish there was, more episode, makeup like this.
What a disappointment. And after such an entertaining beginning.
Entertaining?
These aliens gave us a great deal of resistance.
I do have to say that, yes, one of the things that made, it made me think, say, okay, these guys, the Tosk and the other versions of the Tosk are basically, apparently the budget had to be changed, so they basically added, hair on the other versions of the Tosk, so we have that going on, and I kind of dug it. I kind of like this episode. So, I like these two episodes. I shall most definitely see you all next time, because we're running out of time! The Game Boy! I don't know.